So why don't we just simply get started? So to kick off the second session, which is Sri Lanka on the global stage, design, architecture and culture, let me invite you, Deepal, to tell us a little bit about the topic as you see it. You can also be seated if you like, but please use the podium if you feel like it. Thank you.
Thank you, all of you. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to tell you a story. Story about building Kandalama Hotel in 1990, which is linked to the topic that we are discussing. In 1990, soon after the insurrection, the government decided to invite investors to invest in inland tourism. Basically, things were in the beach. They said, go inland. So the company, Aitken Spence, was invited, and they went towards Damulla and identified this beautiful hotel site. How it was done was interesting. Basically, late architect Jeffrey Baba, who was assigned, was given a helicopter one day with the staff of Aitken Spence. He said, we'll go and fly over this area and identify a site. What a fantastic way of identifying a site from air. So he flew over Kandalama and decided we will build here. So that's where it is today. Actually, we were asked to go on ground later to identify this place. You can select anything from here, but building it on ground is different. So we went on ground. My partner, late architect Milroy Perera, and myself, one day took a vehicle and went to Damulla, and Damulla to Kandalama. There was no road, just a gravel, dirt track. Went up to a place called Kandalama Junction, and from there was nothing. We asked people how to go to the other side of the tank. They said you had to walk along the tank embankment. And also they warned us there are elephants, so be careful. So my partner said, look, elephants don't come at 10 o'clock in the morning, they only come in the evening, so please, we don't worry about it, come with me. All right, we went, walked for 2 miles or around 2 kilometers on the tank embankment and this jungle, and suddenly came to a place like that. A saddle, actually the hill just came down and there was a rocky saddle there, which we thought, or actually my partner, architect Milroy Perera, said, look, shall we climb up to this level and see? So with little reluctancy, I also said, all right, we'll go there. And what happened, going on, that was just a saddle with rocky saddle, and right at the top, when we went there, to our amazement, there we see the wow factor. We can see the Sigiri rock absolutely well. So the architect was absolutely impressed with the situation, took photographs, and all the records are brought back to Colombo and shown to Jeffrey Baba. So that's how the idea was conceived. So then after that, Aitken Spence decided to go ahead with the designing of the hotel, and we went out for tender. At the tendering stage, we were told that there are a lot of foreign contractors working at that time in Sri Lanka, and that we should call them also to quote. But we managed to tell the client, look, let us give a chance to the local contractors who have never been exposed or experienced in doing this type of thing. We give them a chance. So the client agreed with us. The interesting part was the foreign contractors, so Japanese contractors, Mitsui, Taisei, Kandalama from Korea, along with the Sri Lankan contractors, were invited. To our disappointment, they snubbed us as saying, we are not interested to work with Sri Lankan designers or engineers. So they refused to quote. They sent us blank tender documents without even filling that. All right, we took the challenge The Sri Lankan contractors won the job and selected the company, and they started work. Mind you, the first time in the construction industry, the private sector, what you call a ready-mix batching plant was installed in Dambulla, and a laboratory and high technology was introduced. Also, difficult ways of concreting, large spans, large volumes, and waterproof concrete, all that was introduced by us in 1990 through the private sector, through the construction company. So actually, in the 90s at that stage, there were other companies also who was working in Sri Lanka, got involved in high-end construction projects. That created a platform for them to go out. Actually, most of the companies who succeeded that time, first they stepped into places like Maldives, from there to Seychelles, Madagascar, Uganda, and also some of them in Bangladesh. So what I want to tell you is the exposure that was given to them at an early stage created a situation for them to venture out. And also that's from the construction side. From the designing side, most of the engineers who worked with us have ventured out. They have gone not only for employment, they have also gone and started their own practices. One success story, one of our juniors who worked with us.
Deepal, I'm sorry, just half a minute more.
Half a minute, okay.
Thank you.
One guy is now well established in Australia, working for the Sultan of Brunei, and his advice is being sorted in such a way that Sultan's private jet is sent to Melbourne to pick him up and bring him back. So that's the kind of recognition the Sri Lankans have got overseas. This is only 1/100th of the story. There are many more success stories that's there in the world.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Deepal. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Great story. Thank you.